Shemai everyone. Today's video is focusing on using tools. As you may know, I'm part now of the teaching staff of Scrap Academy, and this term and this week's topic is all about favourite tools, which got me thinking to what my favourite tools are. This has got to be one of my favourite tools. I love my ATG gun. The other thing I wouldn't be without is my very old, very basic Staples rotary trimmer. I love that one. And then I'm thinking, what else do I use on lots of layouts and cards? And that would be my punches. The great thing is about punches, if you haven't got embellishments to go with your papers, you can make your own. And framelits. So they are, here they are, if I can just pick them up. I've got little star framelits here, and I think I had them in a kit actually, in a class. And I use my framelits a lot. I use them on my cards and I use them on my scrapbooking, and that's what I like. I like tools that can lend themselves to both sets of paper crafting, because otherwise it gets expensive, isn't it, if you're buying it just for one thing. So I'm going to create a video today scrapbooking this delicious photo of my little great nephews. And I'm using the Cocoa Vanilla Legendary collection, and I'm also going to crack out some distress oxides. I've got excuse me, Faded Jeans, Chip Sapphire, Salty Ocean and Tumbled Glass. I was inspired by this piece of paper here. I'm going to use a piece of Vicky Boutin foundation phase, oh my word, it's because I'm a foundation phase teacher, you see, foundation cardstock, because it takes mixed media really well. And I've created for myself a stencil. So I was envisaging inking through the stencil, so I've just created this using those little tiny star framelits that I cannot pick up. So I just laid them all out, ran it through my Big Shot a few times, and then that's your own custom made stencil. So that's another thing you could do with your framelits and your punches. I've also got a huge selection of stars that I've cut out already. There they are, because I love stars for little boy layouts. And when I bought this kit, I didn't buy the embellishments. I had the sticker sheets and I had these clear stickers, but I didn't actually buy the cardstock embellishments. I don't know whether that was an oversight or whether I was trying to be thrifty. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it onto, I'll be doing a voiceover and you can see my process. Thank you so much. So here we go. I've just chosen the papers I want, and I'm going with the ones that are mainly of the blues, even though Ruben's got a little bit of green on, so I do get a little bit of that colouring and a bit of the orange. So here I am now using my stencil, and I'm using they're actually makeup brushes. They're very, very similar to the brushes that they sell, which are quite expensive, I think, which are the life-changing brushes or something. And so I'm just using my distress oxides now, and I'm sponging those onto my stencil. The good thing about these brushes, they can just be washed. I think they do a wash actually. I don't think I'd like to apply any foundation or powder with those at the moment. So I'm just, as I say, adding all the different inks, and I'm not bothering about the fact that they're going to mix, because can you remember that one piece of paper that inspired me? All those colours sort of mixed in together, so I'm quite happy for them to do that. And what I'll do then is just move the stencil around. The good thing about this sort of technique is that you can create your own pattern paper, and I do this a lot when I make cards as well. I tend to use stamps and different colour inks to create my own pattern paper, because the sky's the limit. The good thing as well about the framelits, using them in this way, you can create whatever stencils you like. So you could have a mixture of stars and hearts, or you could use your punches or your framelits for it. And I think that's the most important thing, is getting your money's worth from all the tools that you've got, because I'm sure I'm speaking to like-minded people here. We've all got a lot of stuff, haven't we? Now, did you notice I did whisper that? I don't know why, because my husband's not even in the house. But yeah, we have got quite a lot of stuff, and I think we need to get the best value from it by using it in as many different ways as possible. So I've just pushed myself out of my comfort zone there and did a bit of paper tearing. I struggle with paper tearing a bit. I do like my paper trimmer. I like straight edges, but I think for this sort of layout, the roughened edges really suit it. My ATG is having a little bit of a normal meltdown. I think I bought a new tape, and I'm struggling a little bit with it. So I've just added tape to the top of this one now, because I want to just slide that other piece of paper underneath it. And as you can see, I roughed the edges up with the edge of my scissors because, as usual, I couldn't find my paper distressing tool. I've actually got 3 of them because I know that I lose them. I couldn't find any 3 of them. So there's my photo, and I'm thinking at this point I'm going to have the stars cascading down from the pieces of paper. I do like stars for layouts of little boys, and these 2 are little stars, fair play. They are always smiling, always. So then I'm just going to sort of use a little bit of fun foam on the back. And in the UK, it's quite expensive, I find, to buy the adhesive backed one, so I just add double-sided to both sides. And now I'm thinking I need to carry on my sponging. So here I go with super breakneck speed. I love these distress oxides because they blend so nicely as well. Now, obviously, if you wanted to have more of a watercolour effect, you could then spray these distress oxides, because they will then react with the water. So, to save you watching me stick down every single star, I've stuck them all down now, and some of them I've raised up on foam pads, some of them are just with glue, and I also added some more sponge stars on the side. So I'm now using these clear stickers, which I always find a little bit of a pain to get off the packaging, mainly because I've got no nails. So it says "so cool," and I just want to use some of these little sticker stars then to add a little bit of other sort of texture. I love these papers. I do like cocoa vanilla papers because there's just such a variety in the packs that you get. And the sticker sheets are lovely because I wanted to say about how they're best buddies, but also I've got big brother and little brother. They look so cute together. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how my layout's going to be, apart from my title at the end. So as you can see, the sky is the limit using your framelits and your punches. See if you can create your own stencils, and you can create your own pattern paper. Now, I'm not saying that you'll never buy any pattern paper again. Obviously, I wouldn't do that to you, but you can do such a lot with a little bit of ink and some basic shapes. I do like basic shape punches because you can use them in so many different ways. So I've inspired myself now. I think I'll do another layout using some different framelits and see what I come up with. And it's nice actually as well to crack open the inks as well. So I hope you're enjoying Scrap Academy so far, and I hope it's making you think, right then, what can you use? The good thing about this challenge as well is not about buying new stash. As much as we love buying new stash, is about finding treasures in the stash you've already got. So there it is. That's my layout done. Oh, apart from, I think I find another one which says brothers, and then I think, where should I put it? And there it is. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, everyone, and see you soon. Hwyl fawr.